Now, we've talked about all show making I heart symbol Nate Moore t-shirts, and if this guy keeps it up with getting all these Bearcat All-Stars in the studio that he's gotten so far, we may just have to do it. This week, Nate got junior basketball forward, recent conference champion Matt Withers, to sit down in the studio, and here's the chit-chat.
All right, welcome back to another one-on-one with the Bearcat. This week we're bringing you junior forward Matt Withers. And Matt Withers is a junior, as I said, from the Northwest basketball team. And Matt, let's just go ahead and kick it off to you and talk a little bit about yourself.
Well, like you said, I'm a junior forward on the basketball team from just Taylorsville, Utah, psychology major here. That's about it.
Okay, now you say you're from Utah. Now, what made you come all the way to Northwest instead of maybe staying in-state or maybe somewhere close to your home?
Well, actually, it was through somebody that I know. His name was Joel Taylor. He used to play here, and he was also a graduate assistant here. And then he went off and he was assistant at a junior college in Wyoming. He was recruiting me up there, and it didn't work out between me and the head coach. So, Joel Taylor wasn't very happy about that. So he called up Coach Tapmeyer, told him about me, and they got a hold of me, brought me up on a trip, and I liked it a lot. So.
Now, can you talk a little bit about the difference between maybe high school and college, about the levels of intensity and stuff?
It's a lot faster. And then for me, being a big down low, it's, I came in a little bit skinnier, and I got pushed around a little bit by the seniors that were on the team. So, definitely just trying to get used to the speed of the game and the toughness.
Okay, now when you're an athlete, we know you have a lot of practice and stuff, a couple hours a day at least. So how do you jumble around your schedule with classes and practice? How can you manage that?
Well, second semester is definitely tough for us, just because we're in conference and we play every Wednesday and Saturday. It's it's definitely tough. I got 8 o'clock class on Thursdays. On those late road trips on Wednesday night games, getting back at 2 o'clock in the morning, those are kind of tough. But it's just definitely time management. Trying to get into the library a couple hours every night. Sometimes it doesn't work, but trying to get that stuff in. So.
Okay, now how is your practice schedule? What do you guys do on Monday through Friday? Do you have an off day at all, or how does that work?
Yeah, our off day is on Mondays. Like I said, we have a game Saturday, and we usually practice Sunday. Get a lift in Sunday, and then we go practice and then watch film. So those can be kind of a long day. Have a day off Monday, and then we get ready on Tuesday. We practice Tuesday, try to get ready for the game on Wednesday. Another practice Thursday where we lift, watch film on the game before that. And then Friday, we get ready for another game on Saturday. So basically that kind of routine every week.
When you're playing up against like a big rival, like this coming week, you're coming against Mo West. When you play Mo West a couple times a year, how do you guys get yourself pumped up to play those types of games? Is there any special process to get yourself all worked up, or is it just like a regular normal game?
Well, when we play people like Mo West, it doesn't take much to get pumped up. Everybody knows about the rivalry. It's just one of those games where if you're not ready to go that game, I don't know why you play. It's one of those games. So, it's just different games. It can be harder to get pumped up for. Just try to feed off everybody else, trying to get everybody else ready to go before the game in the locker room and stuff. So.
Most teams have a pregame ritual that they do in the locker room and stuff. Do you guys have anything that you guys do prior to the game or maybe after the game?
Before the games, we all kind of do our own thing. We'll have our headphones on, try to get loose on our own. But after that, we'll go up and get loose, and we'll always do the same routine up on the floor. It's just kind of, they just want you to do your own thing before that, gets yourself ready, because everybody gets ready differently. So.
Okay, I probably just have a couple more questions for you, and we'll wrap this thing up. Okay. As a junior of the Bearcat basketball team, who would you think the leader of the team really is, or leaders?
This year our captains are the two seniors, Reggie Robinson and Victor James, and they've done a good job of leading us, obviously. But the couple of juniors, me and Andy Peterson, we've been here. This is our 4th year here, and after last year got over, Coach Tapp came up to both of us and asked us to to kind of step up and help lead, since there was only 2 seniors, and just kind of help fill in with that thing. So it's usually the upperclassmen, the seniors, and then a couple of juniors will step in also.
Okay. Now, after this year, you are going to lose 2 seniors.
Right.
Who's probably going to have to step up to take those roles? I know you're already seeing, Lillian Sullivan stepping it up, and you have Hunter Henry. Do you see another youngster that could come up?
Well, we do have a lot of pretty good underclassmen. I don't really want to specifically state any names, but we will have to have a guard step up and fill Reggie's spot. Losing that point guard position. Vic does a good job. With the bigs, we'll have to have another big step up. So only losing 2 does help, but they are 2 real big, parts of our team that it will hurt to lose them.
All right, well, that will wrap it up for this week with One-on-One with the Bearcat. And Matt, we wish you all the best in March.
Thank you.
And next season, and we'll see you guys next week.
Welcome back to Bearcat Update, sponsored by St. Francis Hospital, Student Activities Council, and Bearcat Athletics. Well, Phil Meyer got his hands on a camera again. I don't know how. We tried to stop him, but somehow he found the keys to the camera bay. And he's back in the hallways of Maryville High School to find out what is the spoof on those hounds.
This week for the spoof on the hounds, I found myself in Maryville High School Library, matching wits with the Academic Bowl team.
Academic Bowl is it's been called lots of different things, Quiz Bowl, Brain Bowl, different things like that. It's very similar to what you see on TV with Jeopardy or the different Quiz Bowl type things. The kids, questions are read, they have 5 seconds to respond by buzzing in and go from there. There's different formats depending on your tournament, but generally it's a lot of trivia that comes from high school to collegiate level type questions.
I sat down with coaches Pat Kinman and Shirley Johnson to find out how they prepare for tournaments and why Academic Bowl is important.
Basically, the kids are given some material that they should read and try to memorize, literature, art, and then in practices we give them questions, math calculations, and basically they learn things in their classes that they can use, and vice versa, things in Quiz Bowl that they can use to take their tests, ACT tests. They learn how to calculate things quickly. They learn about literature, art, architecture. It's just learning shortcuts to do things quickly, and that's how it helps them in the long run.
I also got to sit down with 2 of the team's seniors and try to stump them with a few of my own questions, but they proved to be up to the challenge. Who lived in Mount Vernon in Washington, D.C.?
I don't want to answer. I think I'm going to be wrong.
Washington.
What's his going to say?
George.
And?
What was her name? Martha.
That's right.
What is the 4th state of matter?
Plasma.
Plasma, yeah. Oh, sounds like a good guess.
Who is buried in Grant's tomb?
Grant.
What sport does Coach Churchma coach?
Football.
I just think it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I mean, you get to make buzzing noises.
And it's all the smart kids in one school at one time, which is fun.
That's the spoof on the hounds for this week. Back to you, Joe.
That's going to do it for Bearcat Update this week. Email us at bearcatupdate@hotmail.com. That's bearcatupdate@hotmail.com with any questions, concerns, or maybe just happy it's almost spring break in like 3 weeks cards. We love cards. A big special thanks to St. Francis Hospital, Student Activities Council, Bearcat Athletics, and Matt Withers for being on the show. And be sure to catch us every Monday through Thursday right here on Channel 8 at 7 o'clock. Until then, I'm Joe Machavecchio, and you have a great night.